goes. I'm done running.
And I'm no longer afraid.
I'll never leave you alone again.
The hair's done really nice in this game.
Like a scene from Beauty and the Beast.
They've liked that theme throughout this, haven't they?
Don't say that. You're no beast. You're my husband. And his father. And me, I'm going to do my very best to be the wife and mother this family deserves.
Ah, good for Raiden. Raiden. I don't know why, all of a sudden, never said fucking Raiden once, and then like twice in the same scene. No, good for Raiden. He did a lot of work in this game. Raiden's alright. I thought it was alright in MGS2. He gets a little bit emotional at times, stuff like that, but you know, he put in some fucking badass work in this. So no, good for him. He deserves something. And Snake's alright, kind of. I was wondering. Yeah, well, kind of alright, you know. Best as you can be. Oh, that's Boss's grave, isn't it? But then again, I guess that you could have that on any fucking tombstone in memory of a patriot. I don't know, which one's which?
War has changed.
Was one liquids and...
Our time has ended.
Fuck knows.
Our war is over.
I wonder if the other one's big bosses.
But there's one more thing I must do.
One's definitely bosses. I'm just not sure who the other one is. I don't see much point of burying a vacuum-packed skeleton. So probably not big bosses.
One last punishment I must endure.
Nice to put them both together though. Boss and big boss.
Erase my genes. Wipe this meme from the face of the earth.
I know what you mean, Snake. Sometimes I feel like that. If only I could wipe this meme from the face of the earth.
Is my final mission.
Oh, we're going to say the one in the chamber as well. If I know, you know. Dude, you can't just leave that there. Kids will get it. He's not gonna. Let's see from the beginning of the game, innit? Well, like I was saying before, the menu screen. No. Surely not. But he's got to do something though, Naomi was saying. He's gonna fucking infect everybody with that virus, so what's he gonna do? No. Never. What the fuck? No. Really? I mean, I guess he chose the... I guess it must be fucking Big Boss's grave, then. If Boss is there and Big Boss... and Snake was gonna end it, let's say... then that'd be the place to choose. I don't think it's like, yeah, let's put Liquid or something like that right next to Boss's grave. That just seems a little bit like taking the piss. But putting Boss next to Big Boss and then doing the deed right there... I guess that kind of makes sense. So, yeah, it must be Boss and Big Boss's grave. Wow, what the fuck? How the hell did I avoid that spoiler? And I'm not talking from my community lot. I'm talking about, like, from the internet. How the hell did I manage to avoid hearing that fucking Snake blows his own brains out at the end of Metal Gear Solid 4? The fuck? How did I avoid that? That's amazing. How is... I don't know, like, because it's Metal Gear Solid, if people had some serious restraint, and surely... fuck knows. I'm just amazed. You'd think every time you'd read something about Metal Gear or something... Then again, I don't really read much about Metal Gear. I deliberately stay blind and don't read stuff up on games. And I guess it's not something you just throw into passing conversation. Oh yeah, Metal Gear Solid 4 is a good game, and you know Snake blows his own brains out at the end. It's like, oh you fuck. How could you? Wow, okay, fair enough. I don't know, I was expecting him to die on the boat at the end, or something like that. You know, the microwaves get him, or... You know, he fights with Snake and then just doesn't recover... Sorry, with Liquid. And just doesn't recover. From the fight with Liquid and dies or something like that, you know? Or is like, you know, Otacon, you've got to do something, like, I don't want to kill everybody and stuff like that, and Otacon's like, no, Naomi, it's like, you know, you put that to the side for a moment, sort my shit out, I don't want to fucking kill everybody, can you kill me somehow, like, give me an injection, or... I don't know, the catapult off the boat was pretty fun, maybe do that again. It'd probably be lethal this time, you know, we are fucked up, I don't know. I expected that he'd... I don't know, with all the shit Snake's been through in all the games, you just expect that he'd die in the field or something like that, not like... I don't know, not like suicide. Did not expect that. Did not expect that at all. That was like really... If you said like Snake dies, I'd have gone... Yeah, okay, I can kind of see that, you know, it's pretty fucked up, he has a bad time throughout the entire game, and he just gets progressively more and more fucked up, fair enough, he's gonna die probably, okay, fair enough, not via suicide though, but then again, you know, maybe he didn't want to put it on somebody else to do it for him. Snake being the fucking dude that he is and shit, maybe it's like, no, if it has to be that way, I'm gonna do it myself. I mean, he tried to kill himself with the microwaves and shit like that. He tried to put himself into dangerous missions and shit. And he still fucking lived, because he's the fucking badass. And in the end, it's like, time's run out. There's only one way of doing it. This way, bang. Awesome. Awesome. Well, no, I wouldn't say awesome, but at the same time, like, yeah, kind of awesome. I've said this before, I mean, I was like, remember in end of episode 2, Half-Life 2 episode 2, it's like, yeah, I like the, and I've said it in a few other games, and I say it about certain movies and shit, I don't like the happily ever after kind of endings because, I don't know, some stuff ends happily ever after and some stuff doesn't end happily ever after. And I know it's a story and shit like that, but I like it when it's grounded sometimes as well. Like, you know, this story was grounded all the way through it, but because we didn't want a sad ending, we made it seem like, I don't know, like, I don't know, when someone was grounded and solid all the way through, and then they deliberately go, well, we don't want to piss people off, so we're going to completely alter what should have been the ending, and make it happy instead. I don't know, it makes me lip curl. It makes me lip curl. It does. It's like, no, you didn't, you could have had some bottle there, that rest of it was great, and you could have had some balls and done it right, and you chose to puss out just to please people. And it's like, you should have stuck by your guns and done the ending that was right, and they did there. Like Snake, it seemed very apparent near the end that Snake was gonna fucking die. And if they hadn't killed him, I'd have probably gone like, well, why were you making it seem like we were gonna fucking die, and then you pussed out, and then didn't make him die? But holy shit, no, they had balls above that. Like, making him commit suicide, kind of. That was like, I mean, I don't know if you can really call it suicide, because he wasn't, I mean, I know he killed himself, but it's not suicide in the usual kind of definition. He did it because he had to, otherwise other people would die. It's not, I don't know, I don't really count it as the average kind of suicide there. It's weird, there must be a different word for that. Gave himself so that other people could live, because otherwise they'd kill him and stuff like that? Maybe, I like that way. Good shit though, very good shit. And then back to the wedding.
Nothing beats a stiff drink, huh?
I didn't know you drank. I thought it was strictly soda for you.
Not like I never touched the stuff. Soda just agreed with the nanos better. The nano machines break down alcohol before it has a chance to get you drunk.
So, that explains it. No need to hold back anymore, huh?
Yeah, well, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows. A lot of folks lost their entire sense of being the moment SOP went offline.
You mean SOPS? I heard some people are going through withdrawals. SOP syndrome.
Yep. SOP kept more than just alcohol under control. Those poor slobs are virtually naked now.
From what I hear, over 10% are showing symptoms. I guess getting rid of the Patriots won't solve all our problems overnight.
You, probably already suspected this, but I'm not actually an employee of AT Security.
Huh?
The Patriots raised me to be a gun launder.
The Patriots?
My earliest memories are of the LRA. They kidnapped me, forced me to fight. Yep, you're staring at a former child soldier. My parents, brothers and sisters, all killed in the war. Guess that makes me what you'd call a war orphan. After that, the Patriots picked me up and brought me into the family business. I was Drebin, number 893. There's a whole lot of pawns like me all over the world. How do you suppose I laundered guns like I did? 'Cause they let me. In fact, I was under strict orders to back you guys from the start.
You what?
Hey, man. Don't take it personal. I wasn't the only one under their orders.
Huh? Merrill and...
They probably never realized it themselves, but Rat Patrol, Team 01. Voila.
Patriot.
Played like a violin.
But why?
Obviously, Liquid's plot was a threat to the Patriots. So they planned to have you guys take care of it.
Didn't turn out quite how they planned, though, did it?
Yeah, well, I don't think they expected you to crash their system and wipe them out.
So, does that mean you're out of a job now?
Are you kidding? I got the Drebins. All the Drebins in the world are in on it. From now on, we're in business for ourselves. We are pawns no more.
Easy there.
The White House might have lost its taste for unilateralism, started to rebuild. But there's a lot of failed states out there that went bankrupt from their PMC habits, and they owe a shitload of money. Now, only question is, who's gonna pick up the tab? I'm sure these new governments will try and keep it under control with PMC corporate reform laws, but it ain't gonna be good enough. They all sunk up to their eyeballs in the war economy. Might not be a new world order, but the old order under the war economy's gone for good. I'm guessing the UN is gonna be more important than ever, what with multilateralism and all. A certain president said it best back during the Cold War. For in the development of this organization rests the only true alternative to war. Then again, the UN itself's just an old 20th century relic. And if you think about it, when you look at its history, it ain't that different from the Patriots.
Ah, that's right. The nano machines used to keep you sober.
Crush. Mix. Burn. Repeat.
Hey, Uncle Hal, can I give him the Mark III?
Huh?
He's kinda a new friend. He lives near here. We can't understand each other's language, but we're having fun. He's my very first outside friend.
Really? That's great. Sonny, it's okay if you want to live outside now. It's your life. There are other havens out there.
The sun looks so pretty.
Sonny,
I like it outside. Uncle Hal, when is Snake coming back?
Snake. Is sick. So he went on a trip to help him get better.
We're not going with him?
No. He needs to be alone.
I wonder if I'll ever see him again.
Snake had a hard life. He needs some time to rest.
Oh, poor Otacon, man.
Are you crying, Uncle Hal?
No. I'm not crying.
Oh.
The entire game full of them feels, man. I was wondering when Otacon was going to show some emotion. Like, it didn't seem right bothered when Snake was getting fucked up on the boat. And he didn't show anything to do with it after that. So it was nice to see Otacon and Snake have been around for ages together, haven't they? So... I mean, from what I gathered in Metal Gear Solid 2, they've been running missions and shit ever since Metal Gear Solid 1 for ages up to the point of Metal Gear Solid 2, so they were close. Like, really close. So nice to see him, like, be sad about it, like, pretty gutted. Really, really good. Voice of God! Hideo Kojima, get the fuck out! Very, very... No, come on. I don't remember a god character being in games, so I don't know. What can I say about the game that I ain't already said? It was fucking incredible. Absolutely amazing. So good for the story. So good for, like, the feels and shit. The fuck? We couldn't do it.
That's right. Good. No need for you to go just yet. It's been a long time, Snake.
The fuck? What's Big Boss doing? Thought you were a skeleton in a bag?
Big Boss.
So Snake's not dead. Thanks for that game. You know? And Big Boss ain't dead neither. Well, that's cool as fuck seeing Big Boss, but what the fuck? Game fucking tricked me. Especially Otacon as well, man. Felt proper bad for Otacon. Felt bad in general. CQC hug.
Let it go.
CQH.
My son.
Oh, he acknowledges him as his son as well.
Fight. Or should I call you brother? What?
That's the point.
It's over. Time for you to put aside the gun and live.
Duh. I thought we were gonna start dismantling the motherfucker.
It all began with a bunch of old fools. left, and soon I'll be gone too. How can you still be alive? That body, liquid burned on the Volta, wasn't mine. That was the body of a clone. Solidus.
Huh. I thought it was slightly... Oh, never mind.
Perfect clone. Zero and the proxy AIs that came after him were convinced that Solidus was me. I was implanted with nanomachines, kept in a state of eternal sleep by JD and the proxy AI. They had me sealed away completely, not only my physical body, but my will too. The technology was similar to what they used to restrain the B&B members you encountered. For me to wake again, the system had to be destroyed, one way or another. Ocelot and Eva wanted two things: to bring me back to life, and to end the Patriots. That meant destroying the AI and killing the man, JD and Zero. Right before you uploaded the virus into GW, the way to JD was opened, but only through the physical manifestation of GW. That's when we finally learned the location of this man, Zero. For me, and for them, for Naomi, nothing was more important. And it was for that they put their grand scheme into motion. Eva stole my body from them and reconstructed it by replacing the missing parts with pieces from Liquid and Solidus. And Ocelot, in order to fool the system, used nanomachines and psychotherapy to transplant Liquid's personality onto his own. He used hypnotic suggestion to turn himself into Liquid's mental doppelganger.
Oh, fuck me.
For all our advances in nanotechnology, information and genetic control, they've never managed to control people at will, let alone turn one person totally into another.
I thought that always seemed weird. Voodoo shit in Metal Gear.
Under certain conditions, someone can be made to play a specific role. Act like someone else.
My pad's turned off.
Cats.
Fuck you, turning off pad.
Play as snakes. It all started with him. Zero.
Is that what I think it is?
Zero grew old, and by the end his Patriots were being run by a network without shape or form.
What do you mean, without shape or form?
The proxies were only one small part of the vast cycle that Zero created. The corporations, for-profits, and research institutions that comprise the military-industrial complex were part of it too. They operated on budgets automatically allotted to them by the proxies. Accounts maintained by the Patriots. The network covered everything from weapons R&D and investment to production and marketing. It encompassed the people, the companies, even the laws that protect them. Politics and economics became nothing more than iterations of the same oppressively uniform system.